Hello everybody, welcome to Game 5, Episode 8, King of the Hill. We have here, at the moment, the map is Lost Glider, and your current king, playing as the Soviets, is Prodigy.
And in the north of Found Glider, we have Insane DevM, as AU would put, the Portuguese prodigy. He's repping Wehrmacht, Austria. Actually, not really. He's playing as like the Romanians. He's locked in Ostrupen.
Wow, that's haven't seen this come out for a while. Ostrupen. This is a beautiful map for Ostrupen, I think. There's a lot of buildings. Ostrupen come on quickly. They're able to cap territory fast, so maybe he's going for like a boost to his tech. Could be that skip to tier 2 that we love to see. Of course, getting building control is great with Ostrupen. Shouldn't be any contest to Soviets who field very slowly when they tech up to tier 1. Longer build times. Of course, having to build the tier as well should be an advantage for DevM.
Yeah, he's already got more than double his pop cap on the field. That's the beauty, as Stormless says. We've been able to rush garrisons, able to outnumber the enemy. And as they say, you can count on them. At least for the first few minutes.
Ostrupen are the most depressing units in this game. Ostrupen reporting. All the time, they're just so miserable, and yeah, it's supposed to be that way, but it's we'll have a listen out for their voice lines because they're classic.
They definitely are classic. I remember when they were like super broken. Back when Brits were newer and could solo Tommy squads when they were in cover. But Ostrupen are definitely relevant still. Just the factor of outnumbering your opponent is very strong. Look at this DevM already on top of Prodigly's cutoff. Just straight up outnumbered him. There's nothing really to react to it. Just, yeah, the scout car has just hit the field. He will be able to start harassing those Ostrupen. They won't have access to the Faust until a tech building is either tier 1 or tier 2. One old downside for Ostrupen used to be that you had to have tier 1 for Faust, but now with the adjustment, you know, this being a long time ago, you can have either tier 1 or tier 2. So that little downside has been taken away. So before you could counter them with the M3 pretty effectively.
Kind of removed a little trick from the Soviets there. And, nice early game from DevM. He has that control that we were talking about, a lot of strategic points, but particularly here, M3 scout car loaded with the penal battalions. He's straight into urban defense again. And what we're seeing here from DevM is just this desire to play do-si-do with that scout car. And Ostrupen are so fantastic. Like, another great thing about the Ostrupen, of course, they are low manpower cost to reinforce. They reinforce very, very fast, so you can just keep throwing them around. It allows you to get that manpower to get up to tier 2 quickly and you know, get those vehicles out. And is that what we're seeing at the moment? There we go, tier 2.
Yep.
Just building in the base now. Really
I know we're gonna see a flame half track coming from DevM. It's a signature Austria unit.
Well, I mean, it should still be very, very effective here. And if, for any reason, he forces Prodigly to upgrade to the PTRSs, then, you know, it's only going to help him a little bit in the infantry engagements. Here we see the Faust here. There's the first Faust, second Faust from the Ostrupen as well. Should be able to deal with the M3. That's a beautiful pickup. Surprise factor definitely hit there.
Over 222 hitting the field. I'm sure it was for countering 3, but now that the double Faust has taken it out, 222 will be free to push around these penal squads, and then hopefully get a flamer as well afterwards to actually deal the real damage on these infantry squads. Ooh, Prodigly just missed the cutoff decap there. The squad member that was in the cap zone got killed by the MG42, and now the squad is pinned. Uh-oh, these combat engineers getting very low. Could be chased all the way through. Once it hits this road... Nope, never mind. Switches on the penal, who takes heavy damage.
Yeah, I still think that's probably the best play from him. He's going to want to focus on the map control. But Scout Car is a good opportunity here to follow the retreat path. And the Coaxial MG on the auto turret is still really good. See the occasional model wipe there, all eating away at Prodigy's manpower. Of course, Prodigy has got 2 CPs now, so light AT gun is coming in. But everything's such low health. There's no just medicals in the base. Actually, just heard it then pop.
Yeah, he popped it. It was good timing. Just as the squads finished retreating, the medics popped out and began their heals. So a lot less downtime for Prodigy. But unfortunately, right now he is losing everything. Don't know if he's going for that third penal or shock troops potentially. Shock troops are great versus Ostroupen. Can close in, taking minimal damage. Really need to utilize MG42s against shock troops. Was thinking maybe he would go for a second M42, but it really does look like shocks are going to be hitting the field. Second 222 out on the field, so now we have 444.
Shock troops have arrived.
Not quite the 251 we were looking for.
No, maybe he'll skip out on.
I really like this so far. Actually, Devem's constantly harassing the strategic points that decap all the resources, so even when fuel is capped, Devem's put such insane pressure there to make sure that he gets the resource advantage. Now we're going to see the suppression from the MG42 on the right side, the 222 again dealing with the engineers, perhaps missing an opportunity to get a squad wipe on the retreat.
And we have the dreaded 666 field. Knock on wood.
It's actually a very nice build against the shocks, because they're not able to path correctly. He gets away with very low amount of health there, but 222 does go down. Is that the base MG?
Was it? No,
No.
maybe not.
Penal battalions must have
But
been.
the AT gun doesn't have the kill. Oh, it was the penals.
The penal
It was the
battalions, yeah, they got it.
Sorry.
But yeah, Shock's very strong. Not going to be bothered too much by the Ostroupen. And I think actually one thing Devem's got going is got the flamethrower upgrade on the Pioneers. I think that's probably essential in to help dealing with the shock troops right now. Flames are one of those things that will take a lot of health away.
Absolutely.
Make it easier for those Ostroupen to deal with. Shock troops there. Do they see an opportunity? They're going for the grenade. It's a bunched up squad. This is well predicted. Beautifully predicted. Wipes the Ostroupen squad. Very impressive.
Those shocks are gonna have a field day versus Ostroupen. There's our 251 upgrading with the Flammenwerfer now. Really gonna be his hard counter to shocks. Oh, look at that. Nice little protection aura for the M42 with those PTRS penals. Forcing the 222 to respect it, not dive it and try to clear it out. See, Devem is going for an officer, another Ostroupen, potentially Panzer Grenadiers. Could be a good idea. 222 going to base. Scouting, it looks like.
Here we go, 251. This is the potential we were looking for with the flame projectors.
Oh, that
really
retreat
has to
path.
follow back to the base, but Devon's got to micro this in reverse.
It's an easy wipe if he commits.
He's gonna have to go the long way though. Could leave himself overextended.
There we go. Particularly calls in another M42 to try to counter this. Another 251 coming out for Devem. Oh no.
The enemy has
Shocks get away with a pixel. And then 42 cleans it.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Wow, a lot of units here getting away with barely anything. A scout car goes down. Devim's strategy of light vehicles falling to pieces here, and he does not have much in terms of capping power behind him. He's trying to go for flames, and nothing else right now.
Yeah, and Prodigy's teching up right now. He's going to get a T-70, and this is going to definitely stop this 2 light vehicle spam. But yeah, Devim's fully committed to spamming the half tracks. This is going to be his 3rd one now. 3 222s so far, 3 half tracks. That's like, what is that, Stormless? How much fuel is that he spent?
Is it a boatload?
A boatload. It's like 180 fuel on light vehicles.
Devim really
Yeah, boatload.
Devim really has to do something here. He's kind of committed to this whole, you know, Ostera fine, no problems whatsoever. Certainly isn't showing.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Actually, 251 there looks like it might be heading back to the retreat path.
These AT guns are just attack moving everywhere.
Oh no, in fact the positioning of these AT guns make it very,
It's
very
going the
difficult.
long way to get out of the arc. There we go, nicely played. Gets out of the death zone. Oh, Devim is not ready for this T-70. I was surprised he didn't use the supply drop. I think if he... Oh wow, another nade coming out from the shocks. That cooldown buff, I bet too. No, I think that one, I'm sorry. But yeah, he really needs to cancel this second MG42. Actually gets another trooping squad out as well, so there's no hope of that supply drop coming out then now. And this T-70 is gonna have a field day of its own.
I don't think we've seen any mines or anything from Devim here. There really is nothing. Nothing at all defending him, but there's the T-70. T-70 I think actually took a bit of a pathing problem there. The 222 goes down. 251 will escape. But AT is needed desperately. Devim knows where a lot of these units are placed. You see the 251 coming around the back of the church there. Might pull the focus, but this is great. Look at the movement from that.
We are losing a sector.
Beautiful. You see the other one on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it's awesome. Just walk up, put some lava on the ground, and back away. Force the M42s to reposition. Particularly just still attack moving with them. You see the way they rotate.
Oh, that's
T-70.
beautiful.
Oh. Could be 2 decrews if he gets lucky. Oh, there's one. The other one is so close. And a Faust Eaton on the other one. Second 251 comes through. Austrooping closing the gap. Gonna look to maybe decrew this. He's going for the M42 himself. Oh, he's got to be careful. His squad is way too undermanned now. And there goes the other M42. Unfortunately, the T-70 is very good at defending these vehicle crews. Oh no. A mine just wiped out the Austrooping trying to retreat. Unfortunately, the decrews at the end of the day are never enough. You need to actually cap out the weapon or destroy it. And T-70 proved to be very important in that engagement, preventing the Austrooping from taking those crew weapons.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
I don't have to say, actually, with what Devim's got, he's still playing it very well. He's going for that double fuel. So definitely trying to get himself back into this game from a vehicle perspective. T-70 takes another foul stare. Shock troops are trying to come back to deal with those. T-70 is probably only one Faust away from going down. And
Yeah, he's
really
committed.
is
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
leaving it in a
Sorry.
vulnerable position.
Battle phase 2 in process for DevM. At the 15-minute mark, it's gonna
Cancel.
be a little bit late. Oh yeah, canceled.
Can you blame him?
I mean, what else can he do here?
Well, he's 450 manpower. You can go for the power drop instead. He's going to go for the
Yeah, the pact is a more dire necessity right now. T70 fully repaired, back chasing the 251 into base. Particularly not securing a food. Oh. Incendiary rounds. Frontal armor T70 will take a long time to do some damage. There's a canister
to
rounds
say,
from there.
one thing, whilst we have the chance, is that DevM is still leading hard on VPs. So, you know, we always say this, there's plenty of time for DevM to play and get back into this.
Our territory.
Loses the M42. Very weird how that died. I don't know if it was an attack ground, but the little AT guns were shooting outside of its arc. So maybe it's a visual bug and it can shoot farther than it shows, but nonetheless, it cost them a MG42.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
DevM going for another 222, probably to scout for the AT gun, but he's going to lose his pioneers with the flamethrower here, I think. A big loss. DevM now losing the 2 strategic points that connect him to territories outside of his base. Resources are stunted. This has got to be situation critical. But he's not completely out.
DevM rotating to the right side of the map, looking for a new angle to attack from. Finally has a Pack 40 to support. Been absolutely 100% to this T70. It looks like the scout.
222.
Yeah, he's committed. He's got no time. At least that's what. He's going for the last, the tier 2 armada.
I mean, really, I'm trying to see what the strategy is here. KB2 is definitely a potential to arrive on the field at this point. Looks like it's something that particularly may potentially be saving for. Not quite the hit that was needed there on the T70. T70 goes into the base, but there are 2 scout cars on the field now, which may be able to get on the rear armor and cause some problems.
Yeah, rear armor there. Maybe a little bit of a missed micro. Oh, the satchel goes off on the half track. Easy finish for the M42. T70 gets away. Regular satchel thrown. See, testing if Devon's paying attention. And he was.
Oh, there's another mine. Devon's going to hit both mines here. The T70 is going to kill both the 251 and the 222. Devon commits to this strategy again and is once again pushed back to nothing. So there's another 222 with some potential pathing issues. The AT gun sets up. I don't know if it's enough. One more shot could do it. You have to be a guess shot at this rate.
That's got to be GG, well played.
Well, he's still got that lead on VPs, so...
Particularly so close to the KV2 though, it's just, there's going to be no counter to it. KV2 absolutely behemoth. One Pack 40 could only dream of countering that thing.
Is there anything these AT guns can't kill?
No, they're ridiculous, if I'm to be honest. Definitely a deserved nerf coming to them. 200 manpower, multi-purpose gun with camouflage and 6-man.
Our industry grows to support
Pretty
us.
good. It's mainly the canister rounds, really, though, to be honest, that make it over the top.
Devem's still going here. He's building Pioneers now. Battle Phase 2 is completed. So it looks like he's going to bring up Tier 3. We're pretty sure at this moment that in 3/4 of a CP we're going to see the KV2. There's a lovely telemine there. Oh, just scouted by Prodigy.
Ready as we'll ever be. We are losing a sector.
Look at the match stats for a second.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Probably just cleaning up house at this point.
Oh! Pioneers just get wiped in base by the T-70. Such an aggressive play from Prodigy. Ostrupen just got to get out of there. The T-70 is chaos, and all of this just stems from the
that
fact...
attack round through the fog right as he was retreating. Through the hedge, I should say, against that.
Unbelievable. And, great play,
There's
nevertheless.
our
Attempting to
KV2.
steal our sector.
Can just set up the siege mode outside the base, and oh, another attack round through the hedge, killing the MG on retreat. There we have our tier 3 up for DevM and Ostwind
The
now.
enemy is taking our territory.
Interesting.
Look at this KV2
Territory is
coming
under
up to
contact.
base. You're gonna go straight in. Oh, that is nothing more than insulting. Devon went for an Ostwind. Really not sure about that choice at all. Not going to be helpful against this KV2 whatsoever. AT Gun's got Veterancy 1 for a stun.
We have 300 points remaining.
Yeah, no chance for that Pack 40. You're doing what it can, but ultimately a suicide maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, actually building the Ostwind from Tier 3, still trying to counter the T-70. Still trying to counter the T-70 23 minutes into this game. He was in such a leading point at one section of this game. Oh, it's
the railway!
a big railway shot.
The peg gun is ready for orders.
Do we believe there's a hope, or are we?
No.
Because Devon believes it. He's not giving up.
Ostwind here. Less than half health, looking for some blood. Looking for some vengeance. Looking for the T-70.
Well, actually, if they start repairing and he gets it now, it could kill a lot of these engineers.
Oh, look at that clump up. If this was the Ostwind, those NGs would definitely be dead.
Very strange, yeah, very crazy game so far. KV2's having to pull back a little bit. And Ostwind making its way back to base. Devon getting another squad of Pioneers out to try and repair his vehicles. And again, I want to say the VPs have only just tipped at this stage of the game.
The sector has been cut off.
Yeah, particularly up until the KV2 was floating about 1,000 manpower, and now he's just replacing his losses and got an M42. Tier 4 going up for particularly. Probably gonna be like a Katusha or something. If it gets to that length. Oswin pulling up to the Pioneer Station.
Scout car, veteran C2. It's got a big line of sight. It can spot the KV2 a long way off. And this is going to be a really, really useful unit for DevM if he's going to attempt. He's going to attempt coming back into this game.
Here's KV2 pushing up with his herd of followers.
Ostwin's going to go for the rear armor.
Penetrations there. Going for the Pack 40 kill after wiping the 222.
Yeah, these double light AT guns, they're just making short work of the Pack 40. Huge hit onto the Pioneers. Now they're targeting the Ostwind. The range is insane, really. DevM definitely had the right idea in this game, going for the light vehicles to try and counter the light AT guns, but it just wasn't to be.
Gonna repair outside of base here.
There's that AT gun from DevM. Not really doing enough. I'm gonna have to take
And all that
a
time
guess
the
shot.
NG's got, yep, a lot of repairs in. Almost full health now. Engine damage is gone. Also looking for a flank on the M42s. KV2 gonna do a boatload of damage here.
We have 200 points remaining.
Oh, he gets stuck on the AT gun.
Devastating. He needs to avoid the KV2, of course, during all of this. There's the hit from the KV2. Ostwind down. There really isn't anything left
Has destroyed a
for DevM here. And DevM is going to throw in the towel himself. Prodigy on a fantastic streak today. And GG.
GG.